Hello Airfix fans and welcome back to another episode of Flight Tech. My name's Nathan and I'll be your captain on this journey. Let's see what's coming up in this month's episode. This month was a busy one for Airfix. We were out and about all over the place. We went to the Buccaneer Aviation Group's Fast Taxi and Anti-Det Day. We also visited an Austin KTY ambulance and I got to go inside a Nimrod. A lot to get to this month, so let's get straight into it. I'm Nathan, we're Airfix and this is Flight Tech. Earlier this month, we had the privilege of seeing an Austin KTY ambulance up close. An extremely popular vehicle of British, American and Commonwealth troops. The Austin KTY was seen as an angel on top of the troops' shoulders. Hopefully they would never need to see the inside of the ambulance, but if they did, KT would be ready and waiting for them. With over 13,000 examples built, these would have been a familiar sight on the battlefields of the world. It's thought that around 50 examples still survive to this day, some having undergone restoration back to something close to their original wartime configuration.
Hi, I'm Luke, the researcher for Airfix, and behind me is a K2Y, one of the main wartime ambulances for the British and Allied forces. One of the things that struck me when I started researching towards the end of this project, mainly focused on schemes, was how difficult they are to research, especially when there's so many that were produced. But that's just the thing, when it's almost a commodity, something that's always there. It's a bit less showy than a Spitfire or a fighting vehicle. You often don't think to take photos of them. There are a few that appeared in propaganda, but you know, an ambulance isn't the glamorous thing. So it becomes actually really surprisingly hard to research schemes. Whilst talking schemes, we've got 4 in the box. We've got one that's got the Allied star on the front, so post-Normandy invasion. And we've tried to represent the K2Y throughout its history. So you've got 1940s North Africa all the way through to Normandy, and including one of the Qantas schemes, something that a lot of people might not have seen, this dazzle sort of camouflage, and that's probably my personal favourite.
My name is Brian Laker. My hobby, as you can probably imagine, is military vehicles, mainly Second World War, but a few post-war military vehicles. It's been my hobby now for nearly over 30 odd years, and it's something I'm passionate about, restoring the vehicles and keeping them running. The K2 ambulance, which I'm standing in front of at the present time, I've had her 27 odd years. Been very fortunate during that time that she's been to Buckingham Palace 4 times and in various parades in London. She's been in approximately something like 15 films, which originally Bridge Too Far, and the last one was in Atonement. She's my pride and joy, and on various shows I go to, I often use it to sleep in the back. Saw it advertised in the IMPS magazine, which is a Military Preservation Society magazine, from somebody selling it in the South Coast. And having always loved them, I went down and we come to an agreement and I purchased it. And ever since then, it's been running constantly every year at different shows, and it's in all of that time it's only been completely rebuilt once.
Our Austin KTY ambulance is available to pre-order now. In fact, if you pre-order the Austin KTY ambulance bundle, you will receive a complimentary pint glass. The Nimrod was the first jet-powered maritime patrol aircraft to enter service. The Nimrod started its RAF service in 1970 and continued its service well up until 2010. The Nimrod could hold a large crew of up to 25 personnel, although typically 12 members would make up the crew. Most would be operating the onboard sensor suites and specialist detection equipment. Here are some of the conflicts that the Nimrod took part in. The Falklands War in 1982, the Gulf War from 1990 to 1991, and Operation Iraqi Freedom from the year 2003 to the year 2011. By the beginning of the 2010s, the Nimrod began showing its age and was later retired.
So I'm Luke, the researcher for Airfix, and we're at the Buccaneer Aviation Group over at Kemble, or Cotswold Airport, looking at these 2 magnificent Buccaneers behind me. Plan is to show off the new 48 scale Buccaneer, Obviously the Navy release, the two behind me are both ex-RAF aircraft. And we've got the punters that are coming to watch the Anti-Det runs and the fast taxi. Hopefully they're interested in the model and we can talk to them about it.
Hi, I'm Paramjit and I'm a senior designer for Airfix, and I'm the designer for the Airfix 148 Buccaneer. We're here today to show off the Buccaneer for the first time. We've got a stand and then we're going to show it to customers for the first time, and then we've got one Buccaneer behind me that's going to be starting up his engine, which is going to be quite nice. And then there's another one on my left that's going to be doing a taxi run, so nice to have the 48 Buccaneer along with the 1-to-1 Buccaneer. Yeah, I'm hoping it will be received very well. First time people will see it, so exciting to see people's reactions.
Yeah, it's great to see a Buccaneer in the flesh after looking at the CAD and the plastic bits for so long. This model sort of is born out of the time of COVID a bit, so we didn't visit the aircraft as much as we'd want to during the research. But it's great to see them and can't wait to hear the engines power up and barrel down the runway.
Good morning, my name's Ollie Suckling and I'm the Chief Pilot here at Kemble or Cotswold Airport for the Buccaneer Aviation Group, where we're about to conduct some anti-Det and fast taxi runs on both of our Buccaneers. So I joined the Air Force 15 years ago. I went through normal flying training and then flew the Tornado GR4 before heading over to Valley to be a Hawk T2 instructor, and I've just finished some time at Marham working in the F-35 Integrated Training Centre, delivering training and scenario generation for the front line. Yeah, no, it doesn't get old at all. I've been operating these aeroplanes since I was a student at Valley about 12 years ago. And I've been working in historic aviation since the age of 16, starting at the Yorkshire Air Museum at Elvington. So it's part of me, it's part of my bloodline and what I do, so I wouldn't want to do anything else.
What a fantastic day out. A special thank you to the Buccaneer Aviation Group and to Kemble Air Services. Airfix is proud to announce a special new partnership with the National Spitfire project, supporting the new 40-metre stainless steel Spitfire monument to be located close to the original Supermarine Spitfire factory in Southampton, UK. Commemorating the enduring symbol of innovation, engineering excellence and courage that is the Supermarine Spitfire. This stunning stainless steel monument will be a touching tribute to the many men and women who devoted themselves to its testing, construction and delivery. The project is entirely donation-led, so help spread the word. For the first time in Airfix history, we opened our doors to some incredible modelling YouTubers, and what a day it was. We can't wait to see their content, revealing some exciting Anson news. We're well and truly in airshow season, and this month on Aerodrome we talk all things Waddington. Check it out in the link below. The Airfix Aviation Photo Awards is still open for submissions. Upload your submissions to our website by clicking on the link below. On this month's episode of Sprue Talk, we talk all things decal schemes. Head of Brand Dale is joined by researcher Luke and decal artist Jonathan. Finally, we take a look at some of your images. Unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this month's episode, but do let us know in the comments below what you'd like to see in future episodes of Flight Deck. And as always, please like and subscribe. Nathan, over and out.